Hello everyone. In this video, I'll tell you the number of questions asked in AIMS, the marking pattern of AIMS. You will have 200 questions and you will have 180 minutes. And in this video, I'll tell you how to deal all these types of questions in time. Okay. So, first you should know that you'll have single best correct options type questions, then you will have true or false, uh, then you have sequence based questions, then multiple completion type and your extended matching. Okay, so you have single correct, true false, sequence based, multiple completion type questions and extended matching. Single correct, you all know that you will have one question with four options and you have to choose one correct answer. And if you will get this question correct or right, you will get plus 1 mark, and if you go wrong then you will get minus 1/3. Okay, this is the normal pattern that and the majority of the questions will be single correct. Then you have true false. In this you will in this type of question you will get five sentences or four sentences, and every sentence you have to think that it is right or wrong. If you get all the five statements correct, then you will get one, and if you lose this question then you will get minus 1 by 5. Now in this true and false, the trick is that if you correct all the five sentences, then only you will get one one whole mark. Okay, and even if you get three correct or one wrong, or four correct or one wrong, you will lose this question. So attempt this true and false only if you are very thorough of the answers. If you know exactly that it is true or it is false, then only you attempt the this true and false. Okay, because the thing is that you will take more time for solving this, because in one question you have five sentences. Okay, and the problem is for just 1 mark you have to think for five questions. Okay, so now the next is your sequence based questions. Sequence based questions, if this also you attempt only if you are very thorough in your concepts, because if you correct this one you will get 1 mark, and if you lose then you will lose whole 1 mark. That means this is very risky to attempt. Okay, because in sequence based questions you have to think a lot. They will give ph values, or they'll give years, or like in community you have various committees, so by year wise they can give you in sequence. You have to arrange in sequence or phases. In that way they'll ask you to arrange in sequence. So only if you are very thorough then only you attempt, otherwise you leave this question. Okay, because if you go wrong you will lose minus 1, which is equal to your one correct single correct answer. Okay, the next is multiple completion. In multiple completion you will get one question in which if you go correct you will get plus 1, and if you go wrong then minus 1/4. This is very simple, very similar to your single correct question. In this type of question you will get one statement, the question, and in options you will have like a and b correct, or a, b, or c correct, in that way. So every statement of multiple completion you should be you should know what is asking, then only attempt, because this is very confusing. Multiple completion is very confusing, and many of you will go wrong. Okay, so be very smart in solving these type of questions. In this question, the risk is less compared to sequence based or true or false, because if you gain, it is +1, and if you lose, it is -1/4. So you can play in this question. You can think and you can play if you have time. Okay. The next is the extended matching question. In extended matching, you will have a theme given, and answer options will be there, and you'll have lead and you'll have scenario. So according to the, this is theme based questions. Theme based question, in this one scenario will be given, and answer options will be given, and one lead is there. Before opting any the best answer, first very carefully see lead what is given, and then according to the lead you choose your answer option. Okay. And this question will be very long, so if you have time then only you attempt, because the marking pattern is, if you gain you will get 1 + 1, and if you lose, -1. So out of every this reading, you will ultimately have to give at least 5 to 10 minutes if you're not thorough of the topic of the question which in the theme is given. Okay, so manage your time accordingly. If you have time, then only switch to theme based question, and read what is given, see what the lead is given, what is there in the scenario, and then opt your answer. Because if you lose one, that will be equal to your one single correct answer. Okay, and in this type of question, maybe there it can be one question or two question. If it is one, then it will be +1 and -1, and if it is the questions are two, then it will be +half and -half. Okay, so here also it is very risky to attempt this question. Then the next is also one assertion reason question. You might know how the pattern is this of assertion and reason. Two statement will be given, and out of which you have to correlate assertion and reason, the two statements. This also takes time. Okay, so if you're very thorough of the concept, then only, because the options given will be if the assertion is right, or if the assertion is right and reason is wrong, or both the statements are right and both the statements are wrong. So first read very carefully what is given in assertion and what is the reason of it, then only switch to options. Otherwise don't switch to option in options, because you will get confused very easily in solving assertion and reason. So in this assertion reason, if you gain correct one correct, then you will get +1, and if you lose, then you will get -1/4. So if you have time, and your concepts are good what the question is about, then you can play around in this assertion reason section. Otherwise don't. Okay, so the very safe zone about seeing all this, you have single correct based question, because the bulk of the question will be the single correct, and these questions will be like one or two true or false, one sequence based, or two sequence based, or extended matching, or assertion and reason. So if you have done majority of the single correct questions very smoothly, and you feel confident about that, then you can gain good marks. Okay, despite of giving too much of time in solving sequence based multiple completion or extended matching questions. So what you have learned from this, that the sequence based question and the theme based question is very risky zone. Okay, think twice before answering these, else you can do if you want. Otherwise give majority of your time in solving single correct. Okay, and you have 200 questions and 180 minutes, so you don't you try to complete your paper in around 130 or 140 minutes, so that you can get good 20 minutes of time to recheck what you have done. And you should not give more than 1 minute or 1.5 minute to one question. Okay, not more than 2 minutes. So you should be very thorough of your concepts. You should be very quick enough to solve each and every question. Then only you will be able to complete your question in time, and you will get time to think what you have done. Okay. All the best. Bye.